Professor X, dead. Fantastic Four, dead. Everyone else, deaderino! That's supposedly what Ryan Reynolds wants for the third and maybe final excursion of Deadpool onto the big screen outside of the MCU. With the recent acquisition of Fox by Disney, it's only a matter of time before we get a reboot of the X-Men and Fantastic Four to fit into the MCU. Deadpool, however, isn't exactly in the same age bracket as the rest of the cinematic universe. So, what do you do? Well, Ryan Reynolds has been rumored to make a suggestion where Deadpool kills off the entire cast of the Fox side of movies. That's a bit extreme, but would also be awesome! Let's dive into this. First off, let's dissect exactly what it is that Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds is pitching. This leak came from a Twitter user named Roger Wardell, an account that has made several predictions about Marvel releases that have been credible in the past. The tweet doesn't give too much information, but it reads as such: Deadpool kills Fox's Marvel Universe was one of the ideas pitched by Reynolds back in 2019. Michael Bay in talks to direct the movie. Now, as we all know, there is a lot of speculation and rumors that get passed around that ultimately is just wishful thinking. However, there are a few connections that make this statement credible. First, Ryan Reynolds and Michael Bay recently worked together on the Netflix film 6 Underground, which was shooting in 2018. Deadpool screenwriters Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick also wrote 6 Underground. If they're trying to pull from existing material, then this could be based on Cullen Bunn's 2012 miniseries Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. And finally, Marvel Studios are set to reboot X-Men and the Fantastic Four due to the Disney-Fox merger in 2019. This means that a plot where Deadpool kills off Fox's version of the Marvel Universe could be a good way of tying up loose ends and capitalizing on the still very profitable Deadpool series. Marvel Studios have set up a certain level of appropriateness for their movies, and Deadpool blows that way out of the water. Whilst there was a statement that Deadpool 3 would be allowed to keep its 18+ ratings, there are still debates about whether Deadpool could integrate well into the rest of the MCU without losing his edge.
Gone. Poof.
So now that the rumor is somewhat credible, what is the source material they're pulling from? Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is a non-canon miniseries where Deadpool does what it says on the tin, kills everyone in the Marvel Universe. From the Avengers to Thanos, he holds nothing back. But let's recap it real quick for those who haven't read it. First, this isn't the main Marvel Universe, known to us as Earth 616. This is Earth 12101, which is pretty much identical to the main one, but instead, the events of this miniseries happen there. In this universe, the X-Men commit Wade Wilson to the Ravencroft Asylum against his will. However, instead of getting help to heal him of his insanity as the X-Men wanted, it turns out his doctor is actually Psycho Man. Psycho Man wants to brainwash Wade amongst a bunch of other villains to make his own superpowered army. However, when he attempts to do this on Deadpool, he instead accidentally replaces his goofy fourth wall breaking voices in his mind with one that drives Wade to kill everyone and everything. Deadpool burns down the asylum and then goes on to kill heroes and villains indiscriminately through various methods. He crushes Psycho Man, kills the Fantastic Four, plants microbombs to kill the Avengers, kills the Hulk while he's in his Bruce Banner form, kills all the X-Men with various traps, and then uses the villain Puppet Master to make puppets of the rest of the Marvel Universe so he can force them to kill themselves. He even kills some of the most powerful characters in the universe like the Silver Surfer, Thanos, and even Galactus. It's pretty brutal. He then proceeds to travel to different universes and continue his killing spree across all realities. So this is a pretty out there pitch for Deadpool 3, but hey, if they can have characters time traveling and meeting themselves in both the MCU's Avengers Endgame and Fox's Days of Future Past, it's not too wild for executives to consider.
Actually, I could use some help with that.
But let's break down how this could translate to on-screen Deadpool and his connections to Fox's version of the Marvel Universe. Going forward, let's treat the Deadpool universe as a separate continuity than the Marvel Cinematic Universe as you would. So let's talk about characters that could appear because it really depends on how wide they want to go. In Fox's Marvel Universe, the only connection we've seen on screen in the Deadpool movies so far are the X-Men soft rebooted series of movies starring James McAvoy, Jennifer Lawrence, Michael Fassbender, etc. Now, Now, they could just incorporate all the characters Fox owned before the merger that appeared on screen. This would include the Fantastic Four and its villains like Doctor Doom and Galactus, and the extended realm of X-Men characters that would include the likes of Gambit, Wolverine, the enemies of the X-Men, etc. And if you wanted to go even further, now that all these characters are owned by Disney, they could also include everybody else from the MCU movies, including the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, even Ghost Rider if you want to go that far. And if they did go through with Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, how would they deliver on this plot? Would they establish a multiverse of continuities between the different companies? Would it be too complicated to introduce more than the characters that have already appeared on screen? If Deadpool did kill off the universe he was currently in, it could leave the Fox series on a high note, as the last film, X-Men Dark Phoenix, didn't do too well. And how would this affect integrating Deadpool into the MCU? Disney reportedly signed Ryan Reynolds in for Phase 5, with rumors saying that he'll make an appearance in the Black Widow end credit scene. Would that mean that Deadpool would have to travel to a different reality to be involved in the MCU? Or would the Deadpool that Disney introduces just be from that reality? The same character traits, the same actor, just maybe being aware of the Fox universe dying instead of doing it himself. And if all of this is way too complicated and they decide to go with a different plot, could it even be part of the What If series they are doing on Disney Plus for the MCU? Jeez, that's a lot to take in. Well, let's calm down for a second and wrap up. If you look at it realistically, it comes down to contracts. Deadpool could only kill off the characters who are able to appear in the movie. We could see Easter eggs to people he has killed off in the background or through CGI, but actual appearances from pre-established actors in the connected series could only happen if they are available for filming or even want to reprise the role. It would be pretty cool to see a greater usage of Marvel characters in the film, regardless if Deadpool kills them. I mean, wouldn't it be awesome to see the previous X-Men, maybe even Hugh Jackman back? A one-on-one meeting between them two would be ripe for comedic potential. But really, we'll just have to wait and see.
I can't tell you, but it does rhyme with pulverine.
Phew! And there you have it. I was on the edge of my seat even talking about this. I can't wait for Deadpool. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts about Deadpool and his future in the comments below. I'd love to hear your theories. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and we'll catch you next time.